Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom or Kay from Millennial Mom, and today we're going to talk about 90 Day, The Last Resort, Season 1, Episode 7, Last Life. Now before I begin, just like with any other video, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing, join the family, hit that like button, leave your comments so I know what you thought about these couples, and a lot of these couples get a side eye every episode. And tell a friend to tell a friend that Mom or Kay from Millennial Mom does 90 Day The Last Resort, The Other Way, Before the 90 Days, Love in Paradise, and all the tell-alls. All right, so let's get started. So as their group is gathering, sitting around in their robes, they're having a late night chat, and they're talking about what's going on with them in their relationship and how do they feel like things are going at the last resort and how therapy has been to help them out in their relationships. But the attention seems to be focused on Molly and Kelly this episode. The tension has been there between them since the very first episode, the very first day, when the therapist asked all the couples to sit next to their partner to do an exercise. Molly sat on one side, Kelly sat on the others, and the therapist said to them, "You know what, aren't you a couple?" They said yes. "So why aren't you sitting together?" Kelly said, "I'm sitting in my spot," and they had Molly come sit next to Kelly. So ever since then, you can cut the tension in the room with a knife. So as Molly and Kelly get into conversation with the other couples, Molly admitted to everyone that she's just not in love with Kelly anymore. Now, she did say that to Kelly last week when she was talking to the therapist. Kelly got upset, walked away, and was wondering, like, what is he here for if he's not going to try? He said he loves Molly, but, you know, you can't make someone love you and you can't make someone do what they want to do. So since then, Molly was under the impression that everyone in the group was Team Kelly. I think that she thought that maybe everyone was on Team Kelly because Kelly is much more social. Kelly will still put whatever's to the side that they're going through, talk with the guys, talk with the ladies, talk in group settings, versus Molly will get in her feelings and not be able to process, to put things to the side, walk away, go back to her room for the night, and that's it. So I think that's maybe where she feels that. But the group said, we're not team anybody. We just are here for the same reasons, to talk to the therapist, to build better relationships and communication. Now, in confessional, Kelly did say he felt like a fool. He said that later in the evening, when him and Molly got into conversations, even without the group, that's when they started to drift apart. Molly said that Kelly is not the same Kelly that moved to Georgia. She went on to tell the women about her recent hysterectomy and that she was disappointed that Kelly didn't take care of her, get her flowers or a card, that he just left her hanging, that she had to take care of herself. And she really felt that she needed not just a partner during her recovery, but her partner in general. Now, the group did say that it's not just about what Kelly can do for you and what you can do for Kelly, but you also have to remember that Kelly may take time to come around in his emotions because of the job that Kelly had. Now, Kelly is a retired New York City police officer or police detective, and so the things that Kelly has seen, most of us have not. It may take him some time to process those things and tap into other emotions that maybe he had to put to the side when he was in that role in his career. But see, Molly don't want to hear that. She goes, yeah, but that was then, this is now. What about me? What about us in this relationship? Kelly is not doing anything he promised that he would do as far as taking care of the home, taking care of me. She said, I'm a businesswoman, I'm a mother, I take care of my family, I do what I have to do, but he hasn't stepped up to the plate. So that right there shows that Molly is carrying a lot of resentment for the things that she feels that Kelly should be doing, and that he hasn't lived up to the expectations of a man as far as she sees in her mind. In confessional separately, they both are still questioning why they are still here, why they're still together and that maybe they're not compatible. So now we move to quick scenes. We have Ed and Liz. They're getting along better. They're talking about their meeting with the therapist and the past life transgressions that they both were hypnotized with the therapist. Ed last week said that he felt that he was always ostracized and he was always a little person. And he told Liz that he felt like he was a leprechaun, but then he thought about it. He says, maybe leprechaun wasn't the best word. And to me, I'm thinking, you said that on film, and that is, a term that's not in the best light that you use to someone that's a little person, but I think maybe he thought about that after the fact. But then Liz said that she had about 27 or 28 past lives. She said that she felt that she's known Ed for 7, that she recognized him by his eyes. And Ed said, really? By my eyes? He goes, I don't remember seeing you in my past life, but Liz said she had 27 to 28. You said you had 1, so maybe you didn't have enough time to see Liz. But Liz, also in confessional, said that even though she heard what Ed was talking about, she didn't necessarily believe he was being as honest and upfront as he could be. And for me, I don't think he was being honest at all. I think it was just something for him to say. He just doesn't seem like he's honest about anything. Just my opinion. You let me know what you think in the comments. All right, so when it comes to Angela and Michael, Angela met with a therapist to say that she brought divorce papers and that Michael doesn't know. Now, the therapist asked Angela, was she willing to put those divorce papers aside at the retreat to give the best opportunity without those papers hanging over getting back on the right side of the relationship. Now, Angela, before this last resort, on other seasons have threatened divorce before with Michael. If you followed the 90 day, you've seen this many times, so I'm not surprised. And then again, like, if she was serious about divorcing him, she would. But at the same time, I'm thinking, you got married in Nigeria, so is that even recognized in America? So what divorce papers is it? Well, Angela said that she wasn't quite ready to hand over those divorce papers or have Michael sign anything. She said, honestly, I need to think about that. She did say she was at a point where she was just done. She's tired of the cheating. She's tired of the disrespect. Now, when Michael came on FaceTime, he acknowledged the situation. He acknowledged the tension. He acknowledged that he was cheating. He said he knew that he had faulted Angela in the past and that he wronged her, but he still has a place in his heart for her, and he loves her, and he's sorry for everything. And Angela received that apology, and so for now, they are back in love and back on the same page. Now we move to Kalani and Asuelu. Kalani and Asuelu have been co-parenting at the resort and in general, but really that's about it. Kalani is having a hard time moving past Asuelu, cheating, the tongue incident, all that. Kalani, I do believe, has a thing for her hall pass, and I also feel that Kalani is going through the motions. I think that she wants to feel like she gave everything the best and the last, so she can say that she didn't leave anything out on the table. But for the first time since they came to the resort, even though there were drinks flowing, it seemed like Kalani and Asuelu, were at least level. They were friendly. They were flirty, actually. It even came to a point where, I don't know, maybe Asuelu had a little bit of that rum drinks or whatever he was drinking. He decided to give Kalani a striptease in front of everybody. He did a striptease to the point where he even had unrobed all the way down to his waist and had to put on a towel. He even jumped up on the table to do more dances, and if the towel that he had on didn't almost catch on fire, I think Asuelu would have put on a whole entire performance for not just Kalani, but the group as well. It seemed like there was like a little spark, at least for the night. Kalani said to the group, you know what, we're drunk, it's time for us to go. So her and Asuelu get up to leave, and yeah, so maybe they also had a time last night. I don't know, but that's what it gave. And even the co-stars were saying, looks like they may have a little spark between them. They may have a good time tonight. So that was basically the episode. The episode centered around mainly Kelly and Molly and the tensions that came along with that. But still to come this season, we're going to see Kalani, Asuelu, and Kalani sit down with a therapist to work on family tensions in the relationship to see if it's going to go any further with Asuelu and Kalani. We have Angela and Michael sharing a connection on a video call on a beach. I see Angela got her hair braided, so who knows what they're going to do on their beach retreat. We have Ed telling Liz that something happened last night and that the group told him not to say anything to her. Now, I'm wondering if Kelly Asuelu ended up going to the strip club because that was coming up because Asuelu's never been, and maybe something happened there and the guys didn't want Ed to say anything to Liz, so we'll see what he has to say. And then finally, Molly and Kelly sitting down one last time with the therapist before they decide to possibly call it quits. So, all right, everyone, thank you again for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and share. And until next time, everyone, live simply, be grateful.